Hey y'all, it's Jazz again. We're going to start it off the same way we start off every night. So hit me up on Facebook, Jazz Glenn. Follow me on Twitter, Jazzy_Bell88. My first topic for the night, I've been throwing around a couple topics for my second video. It's going to be something similar to, a combination of, sad hoes and, women constantly blaming the other woman for, their home wrecking tendencies and how they, ruin the relationship and everything like that. It goes without saying, but, I know a lot of women who feel like, oh, it's the woman's fault for why their relationship didn't prosper. They go out here, they cheat. Men cheat, and they have the tendency to want to blame the other woman for their mistakes, and I think that we need to get a grip on reality and start holding these men accountable, and that's not to say that, women don't cheat and everything like that, because we do cheat and we probably cheat better than you guys. But at the end of the day, I'm speaking, more so for the ladies. I had a couple people shoot me a couple topics, so I'm just going to talk more so for the ladies. Cheating for us is it's really damaging, because we as women are nurturers. We have the tendency to want to just take care of all, take care of our man, take care of our kids, take care of our mother, take care of our family, take care of everything. Like, we're just so ride or die. And men don't understand that cheating to us isn't more so like, oh, okay, he just cheated, whatever it is like that. Like, it's really, really damaging to us. I've seen a lot of women, kind of just conk out and lose their sanity and really have a nervous breakdown, behind finding out that their man has been cheating. And I feel like this: you can't sit there and have any animosity towards the girl that he cheated with. Even if the girl is your best friend, even if the girl is your sister, even if the girl is your cousin or your neighbor or the lady who delivers your mail, who knows? At the end of the day, that was still all him. And regardless if she pursued me first or I was drunk or whatever it is like that, fact of the matter is this: you still need to hold him accountable, because if he cared and he loved you and he respected your mind and your body and your feelings about the situation, he wouldn't have done it. So I don't think it's necessary for you to be trying to find different ways to fuck with the side bitch and, bust her windows, slash her tires on her car, constantly playing on her phone, popping up at her job, always being argumentative in the club, confrontational and whatnot. Just let that shit ride. Like, you need to have some type of self-worth to the point that, you can't let these people see you sweat. Straight up. You just can't. Because this side hoe, if she knew that he was in another relationship, let's just, give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she did know, she's just as wrong. But it's not your job to quote unquote discipline her as far as the relationship goes. Now, as for men, stepping out on your woman and everything like that, is a serious thing. And not only, does it, have the tendency to want women to question their self-esteem, but also, to possibly bring in potential diseases. HIV and AIDS, herpes are, one of the two diseases that are not curable. They have treatment for them and everything, and I'm sure they can live, very long lives, like, rest of the people who are not HIV and AIDS positive. But it's not fair on your partner to have to question that. It's really heartbreaking, because, I have people in my life who I'm really, really, really close to, and having that conversation with them and them and them telling me that, Jasmine, I'm HIV positive, Jasmine, I have genital herpes or whatever it is like that. It's very heartbreaking. It's very, very, very heartbreaking. Not on them also, but on the family and friends, and then we have to constantly, be aware of different things, when we deal with them and, try to get some education about it and everything like that. But see, I feel like if that wouldn't have happened from Jump Street, then you just wouldn't, it's just selfish, straight up. It's selfish. It's very selfish because, like I said, we as women, we have the tendency, to just want to just conquer the world and just take care of everything and take care of everybody and take care of, whatever it is that, we need to take care of. But our men, we pick our men, the way we pick our men, and we have a tendency to want to really dedicate ourselves to them just for them to, to be selfish and not care about our body, our children, our feelings, and possibly, bringing in STDs. And like I've said before, STDs are not a joke. I guess a lot of women think that they can go out here and get an antibiotic shot or, some antibiotic pills and everything like that. But antibiotics doesn't cure everything. It doesn't. And, condoms are like a freaking $1 at the corner store, and for women, we need to have a little bit more self-worth. Stop having these babies by these men who are just raggedy. They're just raggedy. And, we kind of ignore the red flags about, oh, maybe I can get him to change. Maybe I can get him to do this. Maybe I can get him to do that or whatever it is like that. But at the end of the day, you can only control yourself. You can't control another human being. You can't even control your kids. Because if you could, I'm pretty sure that there are people out here who would love to be able to control their kids and the shit that they get into. As far as from the side hoe aspect, you clearly have a little bit of, oh Lord, I'm so damn parched. You clearly have a little bit of low self-esteem because you feel like you want to dabble in somebody else's relationship when you clearly know he has, a woman, whether she be his girlfriend, his fiance, his baby mama, whatever it is like that. Fact of the matter is, let's keep it 100. He's not using no condoms for her, especially if they live together. Just not. So you are possibly putting yourself at risk as well as, the at-home wifey. For what? Because he got good dick? Because his money is long? Because he's a cool guy to be around? He take you out. He take on these little lavish trips and shit. He's still nasty. And you're nasty for fucking with him. Straight up. But, I know that there's a lot of side women who are okay with, guys having these relationships with other women, having, the no obligations because I'm not wifey type, whatever it is like that. You just want to screw them and leave. And to be honest, that's not okay. That's not okay because you need to be able to love yourself and love your body and just love you. Like, come on. Like, it gets dumb old for real. Like the cycle is just never ending. I don't necessarily know what's going on with these chicks or whatever, that feel the need to want to just fight and argue and just be confrontational. Like, yeah, when I see her in the streets, I'm going to whoop her ass. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. When actually, you need to whoop that dude ass. Straight up. You need to whoop his ass because he is the culprit. Don't make her the scapegoat for the problems. Bring it to his attention. He's grown. And I feel like if you're grown enough to sit out here and screw and do whatever, then you should be held accountable for your actions and you don't have to tolerate that. You deserve so much better. At the end of the day, women lose sleep behind, constantly figuring out ways to fuck with the other chick. Let me get on her nerves today. Let me bust her tires. Let me, slash her tires, bust her windows, call her job, tell her boss whatever, and everything like that. But in actuality, if you got that much idle time on your life, boo-boo, you need to get a freaking handle. Straight up. You need to get a hobby, you need to read a book, you need to do something. Because at the end of the day, that nigga's still clowning you. While you and this chick are fighting over this dude, he's sitting back with his big ego, making y'all look stupid. Making y'all look so fucking stupid. And it's okay, because if you like being stupid, then if you like it, I love it. Straight up. But at the end of the day, I've been in relationships where, I've been cheated on. I've been betrayed. And I think the hardest part about being cheated on is knowing that there's no loyalty there. Like, you're not even loyal enough to even care about my feelings, care about my body, care about not having the fact that I have to get up the next morning when I find out to drive myself to the ER or to the emergency, or not to the ER and emergency, to the ER or patient first or the doctor's office, the GYN or the health clinic, whatever like that, because you slept around on me. And then when we get the notice that it's like, okay, we got something, it's almost like we feel robbed. We feel robbed. Like, I can't even think of a better word for it. We feel robbed. Like, you didn't even give me the opportunity to leave you, or you leave me because you stepped out on me because you wanted what? An extra set of lips, if you want to call it that, and that's a nice way of saying it. You wanted some extra poon in your life. When in actuality, all you had to do was just basically keep it 100 with me and say, look, we're not working. We're not compatible. We're not like that anymore. We've grown apart. It takes a real man to be able to, let this relationship go and be honest about it. Honesty is kind of a big thing these days. I've run into a lot of people that, being honest for them is really hard to do. I guess you could call it, quote unquote, keeping it real, but, I don't never want anybody to feel like that Jasmine was anything but honest. I have the tendency to come off a little bit brash, a little bit rude, a little bit, over the top at times or whatever it is like that. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, because I would rather be known for keeping it 100, whether it be in my relationship, whether it be with my girls, whether it be with my family, whether it be with anything, than for me to sit there and constantly lie and bullshit and front and perpetrate like I'm something that I'm not. I think that pretty much just about covers it. I think that side hoes are, completely unnecessary, even though I'm pretty sure there are men, women, whoever that cheat, that feel like, side hoes are like an accessory. Their main jank is like clothes. You have to wear it. You can't go out the house naked. You'll get arrested. But side hoes are like accessories, bracelets, watches, necklaces, things that you don't necessarily have to wear, but you choose to wear. So you choose to have this side hoe. But at the end of the day, I hope that you will respect yourself, your body, your partner, your family, enough to just, if the relationship is rocking, just leave. It's okay to leave. If you're dealing with somebody that's constantly confrontational and they want to fight on you and everything like that, I don't care if y'all have kids together. I don't care if y'all are still living together and you don't want to break the lease. I don't care, whatever it is your reason to be, you have the right to love yourself enough to get the fuck out that situation, straight up. And like I said, I've been, in relationships and everything like that where, I felt, slightly worthless based on, the fact of how I feel about the other girl. But then it comes a point in a time in your life when you realize, you know what? Fuck that dude. I don't need him. There are so many men that you can possibly meet. It's endless. It's endless. And it doesn't even have to be within your race. You can meet somebody outside your race. You can meet countless men all over the country that will gladly love you, appreciate you, stay loyal and be honest to you. And let you know it is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. Straight up. So, like I said, females, you need to get it together. Stop constantly blaming the other woman for the reason why your relationship is fucked up. And side hoes, trust and believe, if he cheated on her, he'll definitely cheat on you. Thanks for watching. Love you.